Good day everyone. My name is Arnel P. Pama Jr. So we are Group Cortec and today we will present software security and secure implementation, specifically Lesson 1, Secure Software Development Principles and Common Software Vulnerabilities. As technology continues to evolve, software has become part of our daily lives. We use different applications for communications, online banking, education, shopping, and many other activities. Because these applications store personal and sensitive information, software security has become more important than ever. In this presentation, we will explain the importance of software security, discuss the principles of secure software development, and identify common software vulnerabilities. We also hope to show why securities should always be considered when developing software. Before we begin, let us first look at our learning activities objectives. By the end of this presentation, we should be able to define software security, explain secure software development principles, identify common software vulnerabilities, and apply security best practices during software development. These objectives are important because software security is not only for cybersecurity professionals. As future IT professionals, understanding these concepts will help us create systems that are safe, reliable, and trustworthy. Mao nga importante nga masabtan nato ang atong lesson karon kay ang security is already a basic requirement in software development. So, what is software security? So, software security is the process of protecting software from cyber threats by integrating security throughout the software development lifecycle. This means developers should think about security from the planning stage until the software is deployed and maintained. So, security should not only be added after the application is finished because fixing security problems later can be more expensive and difficult. Sa ato pa, ang software security mura og foundation sa usa ka building. Kung lig-on ang foundation, mas lig-on usab ang kuan kanang software batok sa mga cyber attacks. So, why is it important? So, software security is important because it protects user information such as passwords, personal details, and financial data from unauthorized access. It also helps prevent cyber attacks by reducing vulnerabilities that hackers can exploit. At the same time, secure software builds customer trust because users feel confident that their information is protected. So, lastly, software security helps organization avoid financial losses caused by data breaches and system failures. Mao nga software security is not only a technical responsibility but also an important part of running a successful business. Why software security matters? This slide show the difference between software with security and software without security. So sa without proper security, hackers can steal passwords, access customers' accounts, and cause financial losses to organizations. So these incidents may also damage the company reputation. On the other hand, sa secure software uses encryption, secure authentication, and other security measures to protect sensitive information. So, as future developers, dili lang nato kinahanglan nga mahimo og software nga functional. Kinahanglan usab nga secure og kasaligan kini aron maprotektahan ang mga users. So, sa secure software development principles. So, now that we understand why software security is important, let us move on to the secure software development principles. So, these principles serves as guidelines that help developers build secure applications and reduce security risk. Instead of solving problems after an attack happens, developers focus on preventing them from happening in the first place. So, the principles we will discuss are least privilege, defense and depth, secure by default, input validation, and fail securely. Each of these plays an important role in creating secure and reliable software. With that, let us begin with the first principle. So sa first principle, which is least privilege. So least privilege means that users should only be given the permissions they need to perform their assigned task. They should not have access to information or functions that are unrelated to their responsibilities. For example, ang cashier can process customer payments but cannot access payroll records or employee salaries. So this reduces the risk of unauthorized access and limits the damage if an account is compromised. Sa ato pa kung unsa lang ang kinahanglan sa mga user para sa iyang trabaho, mao lang usab ang iyang mahimong ma-access. This principle helps protect sensitive information and improves system security. So, sa second sa principle which is defense in depth. This means using multiple layers of security instead of relying on just one. If one security measure fails, the remaining layers continue protecting the system. So, for example, include using a firewall, strong passwords, multi-factor authentication or MFA, and encryption. These work together to make it more difficult for attackers to gain access. Mao nga gitawag kini og defense in depth because security is built layer by layer. So the more layers of protection we have, so the more secure the system becomes. So the third one is secure by default. This means that software should already have the safest security settings when it is first installed or used. Users should not have to manually enable important security features. For example, unused accounts should remain disabled and secure settings should already be turned on by default. Sa to pang nga ang software mismo ang naguna nga mo protect sa users. This reduces the chance of mistakes and helps ensure that every user starts with a secure system. So sa ika-upat nga principle which is input validation. So input validation means checking all information entered by users before it is accepted by the system. This helps prevent invalid or harmful data from causing problems. For example, if a field only accepts numbers, the system should reject letters or special characters. By validating user input, developers can prevent attacks such as SQL injection and improve data accuracy. So, busa dili tanan nga gi-input sa users mahimo dawaton dayon. So, the system should always verify that the information is correct and safe before processing it. So the last principle which is fail securely. This means that when an error occurs, the system should continue protecting sensitive information instead of exposing confidential details. For example, instead of displaying database errors, so the application should only show a simple message such as an unexpected error has occurred. Please try again later. Sa ingon ana nga paagi, ang attackers cannot gather useful information about the system. Even during errors, security should always remain a priority. So, mao tong mga lima na ko ka principles nga akong gi-explain.
So, mayong udres ay may hapon di sir no. Ako rin si Jilser Spicero. So, sa kuha mo niya akong report sir no, common software vulnerabilities. So, sa example na ako dali kay SQL injection, cross-site or XSS, nya buffer overflow o broken authentication. So sa diri now that we have discussed the secure software development's principle, let us move on to common software vulnerabilities. A software vulnerability is a weakness in a program that attackers can exploit to gain unauthorized access or damage a system. Some of the most common vulnerabilities include SQL or cross-site scripting like XSS, buffer overflow, or broken authentication. Understanding these vulnerabilities help developers identify possible risk and apply the proper security measure. So sa sunod nga slide sir no ay mag-discuss na ba ta is SQL injection. Sa example is kani user, admin, password or one ana etc. Nya possible. Nya mo na prevention niya sir, prepare statement, parameter, query or input validation nya sa kuan sa etc. Bisayaw na lang sir pero SQL injection happens when an attacker enters malicious input into a form such as a login page to manipulate database queries instead of entering a normal password. The attacker inserts QL commands or bypass authentication or access confidential data. So, for example, an attacker may enter a malicious SQL statement that raise the system into allowing unauthorized login. So, in short, developers should never trust user without validating it first. Sunod nga kuan sa ni slide diri sa what is XSS. Mo yung example sir, script alert hack. Pag butang ka na magawas na dito, hack na dito sa kuan SQL sa coding. So kanay possible effects, cookie theft, session hijacking or website defacement. Nya prevention na primary gyapon to sir. So sa vulnerability sa this attack happens when attackers inject malicious JavaScript code into a website. When other user visit the page, the malicious script executes in their browser. As a result, attackers may steal cookies, hijacker users session or event. Kaning steal cookies sir kadong alaw-alaw na dito sa website na allow diri allow access, accept or kadong decline nya kung sa ato pa kinanglan nato siguraduhon na developer nga walay mga malicious code nga kanang para sa nang magpula error na etc. nya para may mo ma-execute sa browser or sa user anta sir. So sa next is buffer overflow. What is buffer overflow? Morning possible effects sa sa coding or sa website ni magka-crash, program crash, like may error, may makurap, may mga sana mamulad, mga etc. na magyelo-yelo. So sa buffer overflow is buffer overflow occurs when a program stores more data than the allocated memory can handle. This may cause the application to crash, corrupt data, or even allow attackers gina-execute na lang malicious code sa developers kay na sila ginabutang kanang pang pa safe sa coding para walay kanang mga etc. nga pula-pula na so although this vulnerability is more common in low level programming like para sa languages such as C or C++, developers should always be careful when managing memory. So sa next na to nga slide sir is kani ito broken authentication. Example kanang sa authentication sa kung magbuhat ka website diba strong password man jud ni dana o good password wala jud weak kay kung weak nga password. Dili niya i-process nya bawal po di share account nya mga multi-factor nga authentication like kanang biskag unsa nga gamiton nimong account na ang needed jud diri ay mga strong password o kanang secure nga management. So sa kuan sa broken authentication sir no, sa broken authentication happens when user authentication is not implemented properly. Mga ito example kay mga weak password, shared account, mga predictable nga session nya. Ang weakness ani sa mga attackers is to prevent this vulnerability, developers should enforce strong password policies. Ano to tong mga explain ako ganin nga. So mao gani nga importante gyud nato lig-unon ang mga authentication like process na to maprotektahan ang atong mga user nga account nga kanang kinahanglan sa tawang kinabuhi. Kaya developer should mga i-validate ninyong mga data, encrypt para tayo mag API mo ano etc. para wala na yung mga code mga hacker kuan yung kuan o kanang magbutang pod mo anti-theft ano etc. sa kuan din sa sa summary ang mga summary mas doon ako software security is an essential part of software development that helps protect system data and user from cyber threats. By following secure software development principles such as least privilege, defense in depth, secure by default, input validation, and fail securely, developers can reduce security risk. Understanding common. Mga na to, ganiya ka mga. Mga na siya sa summary ka sa mag-explain ako SQL, sa XSS, buffer, o sa broken authentication. Kanang about sa mga para sa hacker, kanang strong security. So, mo na to sir. Thank you.